Well, I am now recording, so
Alright, hello everybody. Demo the Warrior here with Austin the Artist, and we got another list, and this one's actually a pretty good topic. Last time we did the top 25 worst wrestlers of all time. It was kind of a BS list, if I'm being honest. So
yeah.
we were coming up with ideas of what other kind of lists we could find, and I found this idea, the top 50 WWE matches of all time. This list is from WWE themselves. It's called uh, WWE's top 50 wrestling matches that you need to see. So,
We'll see about
without
that.
further ado, what did you say?
We'll see about that, because if we're getting some goddamn Ronda Rousey versus fucking Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair,
If that's on there, I'm gonna be actually mad. Like, I'm not.
same here.
I'm being dead serious. I'm gonna be pissed off. So, are you ready to start this list? Because this, uh, hold on, let me see. Okay, they're all on one page. All right, so it shows me like four at a time.
Okay.
So, are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 50, The Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring, 1998. That's one of the ones I put in this thumbnail, actually. Um, so,
Okay.
so do you think it deserves to be ranked this low, or do you think
I
it
feel
should
like
be
it
up
should be
higher?
higher. Maybe in the top 25, maybe.
And
Because
why
that's
why do you think that?
well, because it's a classic. Like I've gone back and watched that match multiple times over the years.
So, it's what
So
like yeah, Undertaker and Shawn had the first Hell in a Cell match, but what really put the Hell in a Cell on the map and what made Hell in a Cell so dangerous was Undertaker versus Mankind.
yeah.
So I agree it should be up higher. So number 49, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, WrestleMania 19, 2003. I think personally that their best match was WrestleMania 17 out of the three that they had.
I totally forgot that they fought at WrestleMania 19, to be completely honest.
Yeah, they had their first match at WrestleMania 15, and then they main evented WrestleMania 17, and then they fought again at WrestleMania 19, and that was Stone Cold's last match.
Man. Man, if it's still, I don't know. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
All right. Number 48, Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior WWE
Mm,
Championship and Intercontinental Championship match,
mm-mm.
WrestleMania 6,
Shouldn't even be on
1990.
there. Shouldn't even be on there.
Ultimate Warrior's garbage as a wrestler. I mean, people look at it as a big historic match and all that. I personally was never a fan of Ultimate Warrior ever at all in any
Yeah.
capacity. I never liked
No.
him. I think he sucks as a wrestler. I don't understand why he's touted as such a legend when he literally had controversy with WWE for so many years.
Hey,
And like, I don't understand why they make so
speaking
many
of Ultimate
fucking
Warrior,
figures of him.
speaking of
Hmm?
Ultimate Warrior, you wanna know why Ultimate Warrior got fired from PetSmart?
Hmm.
He couldn't sell pedigree.
Oh my god. I know what you're talking about too. I've seen the clip where he no sells the pedigree.
uh,
Austin's corny joke corner.
I think I've said
Alright,
that before on like a wrestling review too. So I
so number 47. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H unsanctioned street fight SummerSlam 2002.
hmm
Me
trying to
personally, I feel like their Three Stages of Hell match was a lot better. I also feel like their Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood was also better than that match.
I'm pretty sure that didn't that end in like a BS finish too.
I think so. I don't remember exactly. I haven't seen the match in so long.
Yeah, so that shouldn't be on
God
there.
dang it, Power Director. Why do you keep crashing? But I mean, personally, I feel like their other matches should be up there.
Yeah.
Um, Number 46. I don't know how you'll feel about this one. Team Hell No and Ryback versus the Shield TLC match, TLC 2012.
No. No, no, no.
I've never actually watched that match.
I watched it. It's because the reason it's on there. I know the reason it's on there because that was the first time the Shield like ever wrestled like on main roster.
Hmm.
So that's why it's on there. That's definitely why it's on there. So there's no reason it should be because it was a subpar match. It was just the Shield's debut though.
Yeah. Anything with Ryback is subpar. So,
Half the time, anything
um,
with Ryback sucks. Like,
yeah. Oh, dude, I saw Ryback did a poll on his Twitter asking what he should do, and it said return to WWE, go to AEW, go to Impact, or retire, and retire one the most votes.
because nobody
And
likes
Ryback
Ryback.
was mad. He was mad.
Uh,
But number 45, Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio Intercontinental Championship Mask versus Title, The Bash 2009. I've never seen that match.
I haven't seen that match either, so I can't speak on it.
Well, we'll just move on to the next one then. Number 44, Shawn Michaels versus Mankind WWE Championship match in your house, Mind Games 1996. I've never seen that match or heard of that show.
I remember hearing about it, but I never watched it, so I can't really talk about that match either.
All right, number 43, World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match, Survivor Series 2002. So the first ever Elimination Chamber, which I believe had Shawn Michaels, Triple H, RVD, Chris Jericho, Kane, and Booker T, I think.
Well, I mean, it probably should be a little higher, but it deserves to be on
Yeah,
this list because it was a historic match.
uh, okay.
Not
Scroll
saying
down.
all historic
Num-
matches should be on there, because if we think about some of the most historic matches, Women's Money in the Bank, the WrestleMania Women's Main Event,
the first women's Hell in a Cell.
not really candidates.
Number 42, I think this should be higher. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar WWE Championship match, WrestleMania 19.
Yeah, that should be higher, way higher.
I
Brock got a
agree.
concussion for that match.
Yeah, and Kurt wrestled with a broken neck too, I think,
Yeah,
or a neck injury of some sort. Number 41, Masada Tanaka versus Mike Awesome Heatwave 1998.
that's ECW. What the fuck? I don't really watch
I,
ECW, so
I don't either. All I know from Masada Tanaka and Mike Awesome is that they freaking try to kill each other with chair shots.
I mean,
That's about all I know.
yeah, I think it's tables and chairs always with Mike Awesome and Tanaka.
Yeah, that match shouldn't even be on there, really.
No,
Number 40, The Rock versus Hollywood Hogan, WrestleMania 18.
I'm surprised they didn't put that higher.
Same.
I mean, that definitely should be on there, but it should be higher.
Yeah. Well, there's another ECW match after that one. I'm sorry, number 39, Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko, ECW TV Championship, Hostile City Showdown 1995.
I feel like that would be a good match, but I also feel like I can't really speak on it because I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same. Number 38, The Shield versus the Wyatt Family, Elimination Chamber 2014.
nope,
I actually never watched that match,
wasn't good. I watched it.
so should it not be on here in your
It should be
opinion?
far away from this list. Should go with the goddamn Ultimate Warrior and Hogan match from earlier. That's where it should go.
All right, number 37, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, number one contender Hell in a Cell match, Bad Blood 1997. So the first ever Hell in a Cell.
That's only historic because of Kane, really.
Yeah, to be
That's
honest, yeah.
that's the only reason that's historic. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna say probably no. Probably not on this list.
yeah, I agree. Number 36, Mr. Perfect versus Ric Flair, loser leaves town match, Raw 1993.
I've seen that. It's actually pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think it should be this high. I think it probably should have took the spot of Hogan and Ultimate Warrior from earlier,
Hmm.
but it definitely shouldn't
All
have
right.
been this high.
I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it. Number 35, Cactus Jack versus Big Van Vader, Texas Death Match, Halloween Havoc 1993.
Never seen it.
Same here. So I can't really speak on that. Um, Number 34, Jushin Thunder Liger versus Brian Pillman, WCW Light Heavyweight Championship match, Super Brawl 2. Never seen it.
No, never ever seen it. No.
All right, well, here's something we have seen. Number 33, Edge versus John Cena, WWE Championship TLC match, Unforgiven 2006.
Oh yeah, that was decent.
The only spot I remember from that match is Edge getting AA'd off the ladder through two tables.
Yeah, that's what I remember the most about it. Keep in mind, I was
Yeah.
6. Like, not, I wasn't 6, but it was 2006, so I was like 3 when this happened.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. Number 32, Sting's Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance War Games 1992.
never seen it.
Neither have I. Number 31, Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn, ECW TV Championship Hardcore Haven,
That's one I
1999.
have seen, but it has too much weapons in it. Like, it's weapons, 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 so I don't feel like it should be near this list.
Number 30, Tully Blanchard versus Magnum TA, United States Championship I Quit Steel Cage match, Starcade 1985.
Haven't seen it.
Neither have I. Number 29, I'm surprised this is on here. Edge and Christian versus the New Brood, the Hardy Boys, ladder match, No Mercy 1999.
Have you seen that one?
Yep,
I have not. So, you
it
speak
was the
on that.
first ever tag team ladder match, and the Hardys won, and it was pretty good. It was basically what they do in their TLC matches. It was like the beta for what they did with their TLC matches.
Okay. One
Number
second.
28. All right. Number number 28. Excuse me. CM
Back.
Punk versus Brock Lesnar, no disqualification match, SummerSlam 2013.
Who was it again?
I had
Sorry.
never actually seen that match. It was CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, no disqualification match, SummerSlam 2013.
I've seen it, but I think the only thing I remember is Paul Heyman turning on CM Punk.
I've never watched a match.
That's the only thing I remember from it. Or no, that's from the package.
Number
That was like a month prior. So actually, I don't remember anything from it. Shit.
mm, number 27, Ric Flair versus Sting, NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Clash of the Champions 1, 1988. Never seen that.
I've seen it, but like, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I don't think it should be on the best like wrestling matches list.
Number 26, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, WWE Championship Street Fight Royal Rumble 2000.
That's decent, but of course they use the thumbtacks and shit. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Uh,
I feel
number
like it should be a little
25,
lower.
Number 25, Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels World Heavyweight Championship ladder match, No Mercy 2008.
Oh, I've
I've
seen
seen this
that.
match once.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Should be a little lower, but
Yeah.
not that low.
Wasn't it the rivalry where Shawn Michaels got put through the Geritron?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Um, Number 24, Ric Flair versus Macho Man Randy Savage, WWE Championship match, WrestleMania 8, 1992.
I've seen that. It's decent.
I haven't seen it. Let's see. Number 23, The Undertaker versus Triple H, no holds barred match, WrestleMania 27.
I saw that live. Well, not live there, but like, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I watched it live. I mean, it wasn't bad. I like, honestly, it's gonna be a hot take, but I like the Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker matches better than the Undertaker versus Triple H matches for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
A lot of people give
Same here.
28 a lot of credit, but I like the Shawn Michaels and Taker matches better.
Number 22, Royal Rumble match, Royal Rumble 1992.
That
I've never
wasn't the
seen it.
that wasn't even the one that had the championship on the line. So, I mean, no, I think that was one that freaking Hogan won. So no.
Number 21, Randy Orton versus Mick Foley Intercontinental Championship Hardcore match, Backlash 2004.
I've seen it, but it's been years.
I remember it being pretty good from when I've seen it.
Okay.
I know Randy Orton went to do the RKO and Mick Foley threw him off of him and Randy landed back first on a whole pile of thumbtacks.
Okay.
So now we're in the top 20. Number 20, Ric Flair versus Terry Funk, I Quit match, Clash of Champions, IX, New York Knockout, 1989.
I haven't seen that.
Neither have I. 19, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, Intercontinental Championship ladder match, WrestleMania 10.
I mean, I've seen that because it's a classic. That
Yeah,
should be on there.
it was WWE's first ever ladder match, I think.
Yeah, it was. That was when they introduced only one ladder, but now we have 15 in a single match.
Number 18, Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart, Intercontinental Championship match, SummerSlam 1991.
I think
I've
I've
never
seen
seen the
it.
match.
I think I've seen it, but I don't remember much
I
from it.
haven't seen a lot of these like early 90s, late 80s matches.
I've seen some of them, mainly because I'm like an old school wrestling mark still a little bit. So but I haven't seen all of them.
Mm-hmm. Number 17. Ricky Steamboat versus Ric Flair, NWA World Heavyweight Championship, Wrestle War 1989.
Haven't seen that one.
Neither have I. Number 16. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10.
I've seen that one. That one's really
I
good
haven't.
technical. That one is really good technical wrestling.
Alright. Yeah, I've never seen that match. I've always heard about it. I used to like really like it was around when I first got into wrestling. Um I had like a Bret Hart DVD that I got for $5 and it had like Bret the rivalry of like Bret Hart and Owen Hart and like that's where I first seen Owen Hart and stuff and I seen their steel cage match and their other matches that they had and like I was like oh dang like Owen and Bret had a good rivalry, and I started like liking Owen Hart, and then I found out he died, and it made me upset.
Yeah.
But so I was into some of that old school stuff. Number 15, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, Extreme Rules 2012.
Only thing I remember from that is both of them getting really cut up, and then a giant like spot from Brock where he dove off some steel steps over the ropes and landed straight on like the floor after
Yeah,
hitting Cena.
keep in mind this is WWE's top. This is now their top 15 matches you need to see. So I don't think it should be that high.
No.
All right, so we got number 14, Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21.
Okay.
I've seen that match. It's great.
Yeah.
Number 13, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, no DQ, Streak versus Career, WrestleMania 26. I saw that live.
I feel like that should be a little bit higher, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Uh, Number 12, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WWE Championship, no disqualification match, WrestleMania 17.
I mean, at least it's not like the other one, which was like 40 something.
Yeah. Number 11, Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat, NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Chi-Town Rumble.
Haven't seen it.
Neither have I. Alright, now we're in the top 10 matches that you need to see from WWE. Number 10, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, WWE Championship 60-minute Iron Man match, WrestleMania 12.
That deserves to be in the top 10.
I agree. Number 9, John Cena versus CM Punk, WWE Championship match, Money in the Bank 2011.
I've seen it and I like it, but I don't know if it should be that high.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's reasons why it's that high, but I mean, I don't know. I've seen the match like once, and I played it in the 2K showcase as well.
Yeah. Same here.
Number 8, the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, World Tag Team Championship, TLC 2, WrestleMania 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's one of my favorite matches ever.
I'm fine with that.
Um, Number 7, Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog Intercontinental Championship match, SummerSlam 1992.
I've seen that. That's also
I've actually seen that.
yeah. That's actually some really
It was
good
good.
technical wrestling too. Yeah. That could stay.
Number 6, the Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Savage
Nope.
retirement match,
Nope.
WrestleMania 7.
As
Ultimate
soon as
Warrior
you
should be nowhere near
as
any
soon
top
as you
10.
say Ultimate Warrior, he's automatically disqualified. So no.
Alright, now we are at the top 5. Eddie Guerrero, number 5, Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, Cruiserweight Championship, Mask versus title, Halloween Havoc 1997. I've never seen that match.
That's where Mysterio lost his mask in WCW. That's why I didn't wear a mask for a
Was
while.
it was it a good match?
It was decent, but nowhere near five top five
All
worthy.
right. Number 4, Ricky Steamboat versus Ric Flair, NWA World Heavyweight Championship, 2 out of 3 falls match, Clash of Champions 6, Raging Cajun 1989.
I haven't seen any. I gotta be honest. I haven't seen any of the Ricky Steamboat Ric Flair rivalry. So
Same.
I've seen the Ric Flair rivalry that I love the most is Ric Flair versus Harley Race. But you know,
Mhm. Number 3, Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat, Intercontinental Championship match, WrestleMania 3.
oh, I've watched that and I've played it on the 2K showcase. That
Oh
was
yeah,
good.
I played it. Yeah. Do you think it deserves to be in the top 10 though?
No, not in the top 10. Maybe top 20, if anything.
All right. Number 2, Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin submission match, WrestleMania 13.
That's amazing, actually. That I think deserves to be there.
All right. And the number 1 match that you need to see in WWE. Number 1, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25.
If we were to switch 25 and 26 around, then I think it'd be fine. But I
Yeah.
think 26 is better.
I mean, I saw 26 live. I didn't see 25 live. So I have more of a connection to the 26 one. I also think it was better. But people like the 25 one more. So, I mean, either or is fine with me.
Yeah,
But
that works. But
that
was
that was the
top 50.
top 50 wrestling matches that you need to see. Oh, sorry, it was called WWE's Top 50 Wrestling Matches That Every Fan Must Watch.
Well, if we're talking about Ultimate Warrior, no fan should watch those. But you know, that's
you
just my opinion.
know, if you're wondering where this list came from, it's posted on a website called Sport Bible, sportbible.com.
Okay.
And the list was posted by Adnan Riaz. This was February 2020 when it was posted.
Okay.
So, do you uh, do you have any issue with their top 50? Do you think it's a good top 50? Do you think it's bad? What do you think?
It's decent for what it is, but some things are need to be either rearranged or taken off in general.
Yeah, I mean the most recent matches they have on there is 2013. So obviously they don't think if this was posted 2020, they obviously don't think anything in the past like 7, 8 years has been worthy enough to be on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with a lot of the matches that are on there, but then there's also some like the Ultimate Warrior matches that should be nowhere near there. There's some like the ECW matches and WCW that I don't know why they're on there when it's supposed to be WWE matches.
Well, I
Um,
guess my assumption is because WWE owns WCW and ECW, but still,
I mean, yeah, but I would have liked it to just be strictly WWE because it would have been more interesting.
yeah.
But I mean, I wasn't expecting as much like there's a lot of Ric Flair matches on there and a lot of uh Ricky Steamboat matches.
Yeah.
Um, I've never really been a fan of Ricky Steamboat, so I mean, I don't really
Steamboat's good
care.
if he's like paired with the right guy.
Hmm. Yeah. Like I said, the Ultimate Warrior matches should not be anywhere near there. The Team Hell No and Ryback versus the Shield 2012. I don't think that should be on there.
Royal Rumble
Um,
1992 shouldn't be on there.
yeah.
If any Royal
Um,
Rumble should be on there, but I knew it wouldn't be on there, it would be 2004. But it
I'm
would
a big
not.
fan of the 2007 Royal Rumble.
Same here, but I like 2004 better. I'm the type of person, I watch 2004 every year around around
Hmm.
Rumble time. So,
Well, there's probably a reason why they didn't put that match on there.
well, yeah, there's a definite reason. It's probably why Brett versus Benoit didn't go on there either.
Yeah. I mean, I only love Royal Rumble 2007 because I love that I love WWE at that time, and also because Shawn and Taker were the last two, and they were just like sitting there putting on a classic instead of trying to eliminate each other.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think as far as the top 10 goes, I think it's okay. That Ultimate Warrior match should be nowhere near top 10, nowhere near top
no,
50, nowhere.
not
I
even a
don't
top a
think
million.
the Flair and Steamboat matches should have been that high, in my personal opinion. Um, Otherwise, I think it was a decent list. It had some really good classic matches on there. So, I mean, I can't, hate on it too much, especially coming from WWE themselves. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, that was the top 50 matches top 50 WWE matches that you need to watch. Um, is there anything else you want to say?
the Eva Marie can jump off a
Oh,
cliff.
oh my fucking god. I'm just glad there wasn't anything like besides the Ultimate Warrior stuff. I'm just glad there wasn't anything that was like fucking stupid on there. Like fucking goddamn. Like I'm glad they didn't put because they've done this on their fucking top 10 WrestleMania matches of all time, and they put like number two was Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte, and I almost had an aneurysm when I saw it. That match was god awful. Thankfully,
Dude,
there wasn't no stupid crap like that on
I'm
there.
gonna tell you a story about freaking WrestleMania 35. I was so
Hmm.
exhausted by the time that match was like on that I almost fell asleep. Like I almost fell asleep. I was laying down on my floor like about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, it was too long. I really hope they don't go back to that 8-hour format. I
Well, I
hope they keep the
mean,
2 nights.
hopefully, I don't know.
Like I remember, I was watching WrestleMania 35 with my friends. We went to my friend Austin's place to watch it, and literally, it felt like we were there watching wrestling all fucking day. And like we were even tired out by the time we got to Kofi and Daniel Bryan, but then that match hyped us back up. And then after that match should have been the main event, first of all. Second of all, by the time we got to the women's triple threat main event, winner take all, none of us fucking cared. The entrances, my fucking god. I mean, Charlotte fucking came in on a goddamn helicopter. Fucking Ronda Rousey had the band play bad reputation for her, and I think Becky didn't really get a special entrance. I don't
No, she
think,
didn't.
but like the matches, I mean, my god. This is off topic from the list, but my fucking god, was that match the most overbooked, overhyped, over budgeted, over edited, overrated, overused, over shoved down your fucking throat built match I've ever seen. They did way too much with that. They forced it way too much. When half the time they were sitting there shoving it down your throat. This is the first ever women's WrestleMania main event, At the same time, like when you would watch Raw when that was building, like they would like their segments would always be overdone. Like the most overdone wrestling segment I've ever seen was Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda, where they were all getting in a fight to where they were getting put into police cars. Like it was
Oh
fucking
God.
ridiculous. It was so overdone. I remember being so mad. I'm like, this is overdoing it. This is too much. And like I was not excited for the match. Yeah, I wanted Becky to be champion, but like I was just not excited for the match. And at that time, like I hated Charlotte. I've hated Charlotte for a while. Um, but at that time, I was a fan of Ronda. And then, like when Ronda started saying all that shit about WWE, how it's like fake and this and that, and like just not caring, like that's when I started hating Ronda.
I've hated
Um,
Ronda since she joined. I've hated Ronda
and
so much.
I mean, like I thought she had some matches that were good. Like I personally think Ronda's best match was with Sasha Banks. I mean, it's hard to really compare when most of her first matches was Ronda versus Alexa Bliss, and Ronda versus Nia Jax. My God, fucking! I think Sasha Banks was her best match, but that's only because Sasha Banks is so good. Um, so I mean, I thought she was okay. I thought she was like at first when she first came in, she was better than I thought she was gonna be. Because I thought she was gonna come in there and be complete garbage and not know how to do anything. But she was athletic and knew somewhat of what she was doing. So I was like, okay, Ronda's decent. And then up until WrestleMania 35, I was like, okay, I'm a fan of Ronda, whatever. Then when she started saying all that shit like WWE's fake and she doesn't give a fuck about kayfabe, she doesn't give a fuck about WWE and this and that, and that's when I was like, okay, Ronda, fuck you. And then like
The
finding out about all the conspiracy theory shit, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Ronda. Like,
I know.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like in my eyes, she went from being like probably the most badass women's UFC fighter that there was for a while to a fucking crazy ass hick farm living conspiracy theory fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that was off topic from the list, but yeah, so fuck you Ronda, fuck you Charlotte, and I hope Becky comes back sometime this year. Hopefully. I mean,
Hopefully.
I don't know, because I mean, Wrestling News Now and Wrestling World CC want to sit there and say, "Oh, Becky Lynch is coming back. Becky Lynch this, Becky Lynch that," and like nobody fucking knows. She's taking care of a goddamn newborn child. Like, quit trying to get her to come back so quick. Like, it's already bad enough Seth is back, so she doesn't have him there to help her take care of the freaking child. Now you
Well,
want Becky back
I
too.
assume maybe their family might help, like
I mean,
Seth's
yeah,
parents. Maybe I don't know if Becky's parents still live in Ireland or whatever, but or if they moved.
yeah, but
But
I assume they don't both want to be on the road while their family's watching their kid.
no, no. But I'm saying like, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like, since Seth is on the road, maybe that family's helping Becky is what I'm saying
The
right now.
podcast is exported, all right.
All right.
But I mean, I don't fucking know to be honest with you. Like, I feel like the women's division needs Becky, but at the same time, I mean, Becky was champ for like a year, so I really don't want to see Becky in a top spot again since she was the champ for like a year or so, however long it
You know
was.
what?
Actually, over a year.
Maybe we should save this as a topic for next Wednesday.
Yeah.
That would probably be a good idea. All right. You want to
Hmm.
end this now?
Yeah. Um. Thank you all for watching. Excuse me. Thank you all for watching. Uh, I don't know what we'll be talking about next time, but until then, we'll see you all later. Peace.
Peace.
And fuck you.